What's going on? It's Sly Tiger. Just a quick on the fly video. I've been cleaning my kitchen, and because the holidays and the usual Christmas clutter, I cannot stand that. So anyway, I decided to make a video. I was out of the fight yesterday and the day before with a migraine headache, um, but I did manage to watch a few videos on this guy that analyzes cop shootings and self-defense shooting videos that pop up on LiveLeak and everything. If I get a chance and if I'm able to find these videos, I'll put them in the description box. But now I said before, and I'll stand by that for most people, I believe a revolver would suffice for realistic self-defense applications. Now, I will say that if you live in a shitty area or you have to work near gangster town or you live around the border where, you know, things can get hostile and, you never know what kind of shady shit might pop up no matter where you live, whether or not that's in, a rough spot in California or in New York City. But some places are more anti-gun than others. So this guy was pretty much showing how a lot of cops, they there's only a few seconds and shit goes down instantaneously, and a lot of them will point shoot. They won't even look down the sights because they don't have time. And I've heard a lot of cool guy tactical instructors, internet gun experts, and everything say that point shooting is ridiculous, point shooting is stupid, it's not realistic, and it makes me wonder if they've ever even gotten into a fist fight before. So, point shooting is definitely, especially up close and personal, or you can be scuffling with someone. Point shooting can mean life or death. Moving and when shit has to roll, and cooks off instantly, a lot of times looking down sights is a luxury. So it's something to keep in mind. Still, you should practice, good old fashioned at a target to master the basics. But point shooting, I believe, should definitely be incorporated into training. Uh, Another thing is drawing on an already drawn gun is ridiculous, and it's deadly. So that's one thing. There's so many people that, especially police officers, that'll draw on a drawn gun, and I mean, situation can always dictate. But I saw where several cops had gotten shot in the head by drawing on a drawn gun. I did watch one video where an undercover cop was standing there talking to some people at a gas station, and this guy just grabbed, I believe, a woman and put a gun to her head. And the undercover cop was like, "I'm not a threat." And the other guys were putting their hands up, and he walked back after holding his hands up, looked at his buddies to see, I guess, to check out the situation if they were in front of the target or not. Leaned back, and it concealed his draw. It wasn't the best draw in the world, but it popped him right in the head, missing the hostage, and it was an excellent shot. And it was fast. That was insane, but it was slick. But yeah, drawing on a already drawn gun is a no-no. Let's see. Another one I hear is airsoft is not training. Well, it all depends. I remember when they would train us with brooms, as the guns, as our rifles or M4s or whatever, in my first platoon, and it can be training. They do it at Kalashnikov Concern. So I believe if you have an airsoft rifle that is exactly what you would use, or if you have a replica of a rifle that you have, airsoft can be training. It definitely is probably more effective than the shitty Miles gear that they make soldiers use, and Marines and different kinds of service members, U.S. service members, up at the National Training Center and other places. But last thing, capacity. Now, like I said, revolvers for most situations, but in shitty places such as gangster towns or just sketchy areas, every city has a bad area. I wouldn't go with under 8 to 10, and you can find some good subcompact pistols that have 8 and 10 round magazine capacities, but I watched a few videos that within seconds they pumped out at least 8 to 10 shots. I'm talking about like 3 to 5 seconds, and especially with multiple attackers, and a lot of them, the one-on-one engagements, you could easily find 8 to 12 rounds dumped into an enemy target, an enemy body, before they go down. And I believe that's with 40 Smith & Wesson. So capacity is definitely nice. So if I ever found myself in Chattanooga again, on the wrong side by getting turned around on their downtown one ways, or DC trying to get picked out of my car by gangsters and shit like I have before, I would definitely opt for a Glock 19 with some heavy hitting 147 grains.